Hi, welcome to SCW Steve Chat's Wrestling right here on youtube.com. Thank you very much for choosing this video, clicking on this channel. You can subscribe right now, just hit the little button below. Remember, you can like and comment on the videos as well, and please share all over the entire internet. Just a quick one, just saying very quickly to thank you to everyone who's subscribed and supported the channel going through, hit the magic 30 number of subscribers. Of course, been doing this for a very short time. I've also exceeded 10,000 hits and views as well, so thank you very much to everyone who has supported the channel. Even if you actually have just visited the channel, it's not been for you, I thank you still for actually checking it out and giving it a go, because of course, you know, with your support I make more videos, and it makes me more motivated and more enjoyment in doing it, knowing that actually people are out there enjoying it, responding to it, or even having their say if they think an alternative view. So it's nice hearing what people feel, and I thank you very much for choosing this channel. It really does mean a lot. Very quickly, just to let you know that episode 20 of my podcast, the SCW Wrestling Podcast, is now available. Going to be leaving that in the description of this video for you, so if you want to check that out now, you can. Discussing WWE Hatch and what's going to happen on Raw tonight, John Cena where he feels in, also talking of course more about the draft, giving you all the latest news and updates regarding all of that. Also suggesting wrestlers that maybe WWE might want to sign. You might have seen my last video discussing the Hatch in further detail, and also you might have seen as well a couple of the names that WWE want are Adam Cole and John Morrison. Well, we throw a few more names up there, potentially guys that maybe WWE might want to look to sign or should sign, and perhaps even throw them in scenario storylines as well. It's a very interesting listen. It's less than an hour, so if you have a bit of spare time, do check it out on this Memorial Day or Bank Holiday, depending on where you are in the world. But talking about what we're doing on this video, we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. Of course, it's going to be happening this evening. It's Memorial Day. John Cena is back, so I'm going to give you a brief input of where I think he might be inserted. There looks to be two areas, because the United States Championship was the heavy favourite and where I thought it was going to be for a long time. It seems now that must be off the table, because Titus O'Neil seems to be the up-and-coming challenger for Rusev going ahead and going forward with what happened on SmackDown last week. Whether they have a match tonight on Raw or not is probably yet to be seen, but you'd imagine perhaps they might save that for Money in the Bank. Where does that leave John Cena? Well, funnily enough, there are 6 and the 7 spots taken up of Money in the Bank. There is one space left. Now, is that going to be John Cena's? Some may suggest that it may be. I did a poll on my Twitter account at SChat Wrestling, and it seemed that people, majority, thought that that's where John Cena would end up. I kind of feel the same as well. The only other credible person that probably could fill the role would be Bray Wyatt. You could throw Kalisto in their match as well, but I don't think Kalisto seems to have that same appeal at the minute to be in this sort of match, even though he would be good in a high-flying kind of environment. I don't think people would necessarily seem credible and have a chance of actually winning the briefcase, so I can't really see him in the match. Same for Kofi Kingston. I think that he probably will be left out of this match this year. I think that they probably focus on the New Day and the tag team division, so that leaves John Cena and potentially returning Bray Wyatt. Now, looking at Bray Wyatt, well, the WWE Hatch. I've already covered this on a previous video of many different options, and I said that my prediction was that Bray Wyatt would return regarding this hatch this evening. I still think that Bray Wyatt will return anyway. He's done some cryptic tweets suggesting that Sister Abigail would be coming as well. Thank you, Abigail. And even suggesting Monday Night Raw on his Twitter account. So, is Bray Wyatt going to turn up? And if so, is Abigail going to be there with him, Sister Abigail? I think it would be definitely a clever way to go forward with the Bray Wyatt character. Perhaps we'll give it a bit more momentum again, and please bring her back as the monster heel, because we're lacking creditable heels, and I think definitely with the brand split, I think that Bray Wyatt could definitely go far, even if he was on the more minor side. I hope it's going to be more equal brand split, but I think Bray Wyatt could be a top guy on the minor side, so it's probably going to be SmackDown we're probably looking at, and I think he could really be like a champion, and then that would be what we'd want to see, Bray Wyatt at the top of the card, and I think that would be a good way forward. But potentially that could happen this evening. We'll have to wait and see what develops with the hatch, because it could be multiple different things, expecting obviously the announcement of the draft on Raw as well, because they've not actually mentioned it publicly on WWE TV yet. I mean, I think there was a brief mention of like an off SmackDown kind of commentary point, which might have been recorded later from Byron Saxton, mentioned like 2 sentences on it. There wasn't really any mention of it, and now you expect it'll be heavily mentioned from Raw this week, so I have to wait and see what that hatch actually represents. Going into some of the action, what we could expect then, we know we're going to have a technical wrestling match. They've not done one of these for a long time, but Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. Corbin's not allowed to wrestle anyone else, is he? It doesn't seem, but yeah, we expect Corbin and Ziggler then. It's going to happen on Raw, a technical wrestling match. Will this expose Corbin? I'm not sure if it's going to be the right alley for Baron Corbin, but hopefully it will give him a bit of credibility going forward, because Ziggler's been around for a while and Corbin's new, and Corbin needs the rub of the green here. He's already probably done a bit of damage losing to Ziggler already, so hopefully he'll come with some credibility out of the end of this feud, and hopefully this is really the final chapter of these two wrestling. Looking at the club and AJ Styles as well, I'm kind of predicting there's going to be a tag team match, Money in the Bank. I'm sure many of you kind of predict that anyway and can see that coming. Could Finn Balor be the tag team partner? I don't think Finn Balor was able to see it. I hope they kind of drag this out a little bit and tease us along the way. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we have more of a confrontation verbally with AJ and the club tonight, and maybe an attack on AJ Styles, maybe, or even if they leave it till next week. But I reckon they're going to flirt with it tonight, definitely. You could probably expect maybe the 6 guys that in Money in the Bank to perhaps face off with each other, maybe 3 singles matches, because there's 3 faces and 3 heels. Potentially that could happen as well. We're not sure of tag team opponents for the New Day at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think it's going to remain as a social outcast, so we'll have to see what's going to happen. Are the Vaudevillains going to come back in? We'll have to wait and see. We do know we're going to get Enzo and Big Cass versus the Dudley Boys. Is that going to close that chapter to then move them on towards the tag team scene, maybe with the New Day? We'll have to wait and see. But I think that could be left for a bigger occasion. But that's pretty much the Raw preview I've got for you there. I don't think I've missed anything out. Of course, we have the women's division as well. Probably get more of an update with Charlotte, what's going to happen with the Ric Flair storyline. Rumours are that Ric Flair is part of the storyline, so he's not necessarily completely written off here. Will he bring somebody in? I don't think it's going to be Bayley. The rumour has it that Bayley is going to be challenging the winner of Nia Jackson, Asuka, at NXT TakeOver. I reckon even could be a triple threat maybe going forward for the following TakeOver after that, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. But it's all there for you. This is Raw, then the preview for you. Don't forget, SCW Wrestling Podcast episode 20 left in the description of this video. Do enjoy. Thank you very much, as I say, always, for everyone that does check out these videos and shows their support. Please like, subscribe now if you haven't already, and we'll continue to give you content on this channel as and when it develops. Of course, I give you any breaking news of importance on this channel. I'll give you my views on it. Of course, sometimes I'll give you my own views of what I see with the product as well. So thank you very much for checking it out. Do subscribe right now, and remember, you've been watching SCW right here on youtube.com.